Let's recap. In my last video, I mentioned the three things that you should look for in the recruiter you choose for a law firm lateral search. Someone with information and access will give time and attention to your process and that has the ability to put your career before their own. We talked about diligencing for information and access, and now I'm going to address the last 2 points because I think that they're intertwined. The wrong move in your legal career can have a serious impact, and multiple moves raise red flags for future employers. So, this process is really important. I don't want you to put your career in the hands of someone who's going to phone it in or is just looking for their placement fee. You want someone who will give the time and attention and will always prioritize what's right for your career in this process. I don't know that there's some magic questions that you can ask, but I can tell you what I want you to avoid. I want you to avoid the recruiter who says, let's just submit and see what happens. Or the recruiter who asks for blanket consent to submit your materials as opportunities come up without checking with you. That is not how this should go. There is rarely a reason to submit indiscriminately, and you are entitled to a strategic conversation about opportunities and why they make sense for you. And I definitely don't want you giving them so much control in your process by letting them decide what to submit you for. I also want you to avoid the recruiter who will not take time to review and comment on your materials or won't prep you for interviews. You have one shot at this. You need those materials to be fantastic to get you in the door, and you need to be well prepared to get the offer. I want you to find the recruiter who's going to take the time to do that for you. And then I want you to be thinking about the person who, at the end, when you have the offer, is going to support you in figuring out if this offer is right for you. I don't want you to be with the recruiter who's going to be aggressive or take it personally if you do your diligence and decide the offer is not right for you. I want the recruiter who's just going to do the diligence with you because they know how important it is. As I said, there's no magic question, but I will say we at Cardinal love to get the ask, tell me about your process. Because as we walk you through our process, you learn it is crystal clear how much time and attention we give our candidates. And it is our default that it's about you. It's not about us. I want the recruiter you choose to be able to answer that question in the same way. And I will tell you that if you want to avoid doing this diligence, there's a really easy way. Ask someone you know. Ask someone who's made a move. Ask for a referral. Ask for someone confidentially at your law firm who you trust, who they trust. And I promise you, we at Cardinal and our respected peers in our space will look forward to these questions, and you can get comfortable that moving forward, we're going to have your best interests at heart.